Tobit chapter 5. Then Tobiah replied to his father Tobit, "Everything that you have commanded me, father, I shall do. But how will I be able to get that money from him, since he does not know me and I do not know him? What sign can I give him so that he will recognize and trust me and give me the money? I do not even know the roads to Media in order to go there." Tobit answered his son Tobiah, "He gave me his bond, and I gave him mine. I divided his into 2 parts, and each of us took 1 part. I put 1 part with the money. It is 20 years since I deposited the money. So, son, find yourself a trustworthy person who will make the journey with you, and we will give him wages when you return. But bring back that money from Gabriel while I am still alive." Tobiah went out to look for someone who would travel with him to Media, someone who knew the way. He went out and found the angel Raphael standing before him, though he did not know that this was an angel of God. Tobiah said to him, "Where did you come from, young man?" He replied, "I am an Israelite, one of your kindred. I have come here to work." Tobiah said to him, "Do you know the way to Media?" "Yes," he said. "I have been there many times. I know the place well, and am acquainted with all the routes. I have often traveled to Media. I used to say with our kinsman Gabriel, who lives at Rages in Media, 'It is a good 2 days' journey from Ecbatana to Rages. For Rages is situated in the mountains, but Ecbatana is in the middle of the plain." Tobiah said to him, "Wait for me, young man, till I go in and tell my father, for I need you to take the journey with me. I will pay you your wages." He replied, "Very well, I will wait, but do not be long." Tobiah went in and informed his father, Tobit, "I have found someone of our own Israelite kindred who will go with me." Tobit said, "Call the man in, so that I may find out from what family and tribe he comes, and whether he is trustworthy enough to travel with you, son." Tobiah went out to summon him, saying, "Young man, my father is calling for you." When Raphael entered the house, Tobit greeted him first. He replied, "Joyful greetings to you." Tobit answered, "What joy is left for me? Here I am, a blind man who cannot see the light of heaven, but must remain in darkness, like the dead who no longer see the light. Though alive, I am among the dead. I can hear people's voices, but I do not see them." The young man said, "Take courage. God's healing is near, so take courage." Tobit then answered, "My son Tobiah wants to go to Media. Can you go with him to show him the way? I will pay you your wages, brother." He answered, "Yes, I will go with him, and I know all the routes. I have often traveled to Media and crossed all its plains, so I know well the mountains and its roads." Tobit answered, "Brother, tell me, please, from what family and tribe are you?" He replied, "Why? What need do you have for a tribe? Aren't you looking for a hired man?" Tobit replied, "I only want to know, brother, whose son you truly are and what your name is." He answered, "I am Azariah, son of the great Hananiah, one of your own kindred." Tobit exclaimed, "Welcome! God save you, brother. Do not be provoked with me, brother, for wanting to learn the truth about your family. It turns out that you are a kinsman from a noble and good line. I knew Hananiah and Nathan, the 2 sons of the great Shemaliah. They used to go to Jerusalem with me, where we would worship together. They were not led astray. Your kindred are good people. You are certainly of good lineage, so welcome." Then he added, "For each day I will give you a drachma as wages, as well as expenses for you and for my son. So go with my son, and I will even add a bonus to your wages." The young man replied, "I will go with him. Do not fear. In good health we will leave you, and in good health we will return to you, for the way is safe." Tobit said, "Blessings be upon you, brother." Then he called his son and said to him, "Son, prepare whatever you need for the journey, and set out with your kinsmen. May God in heaven protect you on the way and bring you back to me safe and sound. May his angel accompany you for safety, son. Tobit left to set out on his journey, and he kissed his father and mother. Tobit said to him, "Have a safe journey." But his mother began to weep, and she said to Tobit, "Why have you sent my child away? Is he not the staff of our hands, as he goes in and out before us? Do not heap money upon money. Rather relinquish it in exchange for our child. What the Lord has given us to live on is certainly enough for us." Tobit reassured her, "Do not worry. Our son will leave in good health and come back to us in good health. Your own eyes will see the day when he returns to you safe and sound. So, do not worry. Do not fear for them, my sister, for a good angel will go with him. His journey will be successful, and he will return in good health." Then she stopped weeping. Tobit chapter 6. When the young man left home, accompanied by the angel, the dog followed Tobit out and went along with them. Both journeyed along, and when the first night came, they encamped beside the Tigris River. When the young man went down to wash his feet in the Tigris River, a large fish leaped out of the water and tried to swallow his foot. He shouted in alarm, but the angel said to the young man, "Grab the fish and hold on to it." He seized the fish and hauled it up onto dry land. The angel then told him, "Slit the fish open and take out its gall, heart, and liver, and keep them with you, but throw away the other entrails. Its gall, heart, and liver are useful for medicine." After Tobit had slit the fish open, he put aside the gall, heart, and liver. Then he roasted and ate part of the fish. The rest he salted and kept for the journey. Afterward, the two of them traveled on together till they drew near to Media. Then the young man asked the angel this question, "Brother Azariah, what medicine is in the fish's heart, liver, and gall?" He answered, "As for the fish's heart and liver, if you burn them to make smoke in the presence of a man or a woman who is afflicted by a demon or evil spirit, any affliction will flee and never return. As for the gall, if you apply it to the eyes of one who has white scales, blowing right into them, sight will be restored." When they had entered Media and were getting close to Ecbatana, Raphael said to the young man, "Brother Tobit." He answered, "Here I am." Raphael continued, "Tonight we must stay in the house of Raguel, who is a relative of yours. He has a beautiful daughter named Sarah, but no other son or daughter apart from Sarah. Since you are Sarah's closest relative, you more than any other have the right to marry her. Moreover, her father's estate is rightfully yours to inherit. The girl is wise, courageous, and very beautiful, and her father is a good man who loves her dearly. You have the right to marry her. So listen to me, brother. Tonight I will speak to her father about the girl so that he may take her as your bride. But when we return from Rages, we will have the wedding feast for her. I know that Raguel cannot keep her from you or promise her to another man. He would incur the death penalty as decreed in the book of Moses. For he knows that you, more than anyone else, have the right to marry his daughter. Now listen to me, brother. We will speak about this girl tonight so that we may arrange her engagement to you. Then we will return to Rages. We will take her and bring her back with us to your house." But Tobit said to Raphael in reply, "Brother Azariah, I have heard that she has already been given in marriage to 7 husbands, and that they have died in the bridal chamber. On the very night they approached her, they would die. I have also heard it said that it was a demon that killed them. So now too I am afraid of this demon, because it is in love with her and does not harm her, but it kills any man who wishes to come close to her. I am my father's only child. If I should die, I would bring the life of my father and mother down to their grave in sorrow over me. They have no other son to bury them." Raphael said to him, "Do you not remember your father's commands? He ordered you to marry a woman from your own ancestral family. Now listen to me, brother. Do not worry about that demon. Take Sarah. Know that tonight she will be given to you as your wife. When you go into the bridal chamber, take some of the fish's liver and the heart, and place them on the embers intended for incense, and an odor will be given off. As soon as the demon smells the odor, it will flee and never again show itself near her. Then when you are about to have intercourse with her, both of you must first get up to pray. Beg the Lord of heaven that mercy and protection be granted you. Do not be afraid, for she was set apart for you before the world existed. You will save her, and she will go with you, and I assume that you will have children by her, and they will be like brothers to you. So do not worry." When Tobiah heard Raphael's words that she was his kinswoman and of the lineage of his ancestral house, he loved her deeply, and his heart was truly set on her.